afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Judy Simpson. Today we're going to learn about an annual event that's adding something new in 2014. For the past decade, we've aired programs about the Everything Equine event, and now the event has gone to the dogs. It's called Everything Equine and Canine. It remains one of the largest equine education events in the Northeast and will now have seminars, demonstrations, and entertainment for horse and dog enthusiasts. To learn more, I'm joined by the co-founder, Betsy Green, who's the equine specialist with UVM Extension. Also with me is Ashley Porter. Ashley is a professional dog trainer with Show Me the Biscuit, which is an indoor dog training center in Williston. Thanks so much for being with us.
Great to be back.
Thank you.
And so, Betsy, this seems like the perfect fit, dogs and ponies.
That's right. Vermont's first dog and pony show, because everybody with horses, most everybody has a dog. And then you have the folks that are dog owners that like to do competing and challenges and all that, and then you have the whole group that love both, whether they have them or not. And so we're bringing them all together, something new and different.
And so there's new and different, but then there are also some popular things that you're going to carry over to as well.
Oh, of course. We'll have our kids' corner, and we'll have some, Mary Faye runs that with the 4-H as usual, and she'll actually bring in some of the dog as well as the horse. So there'll still be the activities for painting the horses, or painted ponies, right? And then there'll also be some dog action as well. And we'll have breed row, which we've had for the last several years, been very popular, but we'll also add a canine breed row. And Ashley knows some of the breeds, I believe, that'll be there.
Yes, I know we're going to have boxers, Belgian Tervuurens, Border Collies, I believe an English Mastiff, a Siberian Husky, and I'm sure many more exciting breeds.
Well, we should point out that Everything Equine and Canine is this weekend, April 26th and 27th at the Champlain Valley Expo in Essex Junction. For more information, you can visit the website that's listed on your screen, or you can call 802-878-5545. Well, let me bring Ashley into the discussion to talk about some of the canine events. Tell us about some of the things that are going to be taking place.
There will be a bee match for dog show competition, so all different breeds showing like you would see at Westminster, but this is more like a match, so for fun, but still everyone takes it pretty seriously. And there's also a rally obedience and classic obedience match and canine good citizen testing. There will be disc dogs, agility dogs, hunting dogs. I think there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Now, you mentioned one of the things that's fascinating is to see a dog agility in work. And so what are we seeing here?
This is my dog groomer competing in snooker, which is a fun agility game where you have to kind of think on your feet. It was one of the harder things for us to do because he likes to move really fast and he has to listen to what you're asking him to do, which is not always his strength.
Now, how long did it take you to train him, or have you been working with him to get to this point?
I didn't start agility until he was almost 2, and he's 4 years old now. So from the time we started agility lessons to competing was about 16 months, and we're always learning and improving our game.
So he thinks he should be telling you what to do? Is
Absolutely.
that the point?
He's pretty sure he could do this all without me, and I should just be his audience.
One of the challenges.
Yes, definitely.
Well, there's some great entertainment, but of course, there's also education.
Yes, that's my whole role in this event is through UVM Extension. It's a great way to bring the knowledge to a large group of people, and we have everything. As we usually do with the schedule, we'll have back up to 3 rooms again, and then an arena and the demonstration pen. And we have 3 rooms because we're also introducing dog topics as well. So we'll have equine topics from nutrition, the feeding of metabolic, horse with metabolic issues, to in the demo pen, Dr. Phil will be showing off all the different things that they can do to treat leg lamenesses and explaining how they work and showing the audience exactly what's going on because they'll be projecting it to a screen. We will have Shauna Koresh as our headliner, and she is the person that does a lot of training with reward, and she's got several different things for folks from beginners to advanced on how to work better with your horses, regardless of discipline, style, or horse use as well.
Right, and using positive reinforcement.
Yes, absolutely. And then, of course, we have some combination things like how to find a good pet or horse sitter.
Which is a huge issue for people.
Oh, absolutely, because how do you know if you're the horse or pet sitter, you need to have responsibilities and know what you're responsible for, but how do you know that your animals are in good care? And that's critical because we all love our animals very, very deeply.
Exactly. Now, I know that you've brought some pictures too that we're going to take a look at.
Yeah, we have, of course, our horsing around, and of course this is UVM. This gives the students a chance to show, and extension is the whole educational planner, and this was last year's crew with Dan, James, and Donald, and folks from former students to current faculty and staff help us get the whole thing put together and keep the educational rooms going and everything else. It's a big piece, it's a lot of work, but it's a great reward.
Now, Ashley, you're going to be doing some of the canine education. What do you have planned?
We have everything from living room fitness for your dogs, so things you can do to keep your dog fit in your living room, and getting started in obedience, agility. There's a showmanship handling clinic for show dogs, and we'll showcase a lot of different breeds when it comes to the agility stuff. We'll also have starting your dog in canine disc, which is a pretty fast-growing sport. Lots of fun, and there are presenters and.
Now, one thing I'd say, we do have lots of dogs there, but this is leave your dog at home.
Right.
And
Good
come
point.
enjoy it. Leave your horse at home too, unless you're arranged. But there's so many different things. And I mean, the whole building, the Blue Ribbon Pavilion is the whole dog show area for all these events, and sponsored by Four Legs and a Tail. So the educational things will be in the seminar rooms as well, but activities in the Blue Ribbon.
Now, Ashley, you do a lot of training with dogs. What are some of the biggest mistakes that dog owners make, do you think?
Most of what we see is people who try really hard to have their pet be very social and very involved in their activities, and they just don't know how to go about making their dog fit in with their daily life. And lots of people who think that socializing means, letting their dogs get kind of bullied by other dogs versus appropriate socialization with dogs So mostly it's just people who don't know how to get started with on the right path to having their dog fit into their daily life.
Is it important to which dog you pick?
Absolutely, and we are actually going to cover that in one of the seminars. It will be choosing the right dog for you and your family. And I think it's really important to pick a dog that fits into your lifestyle.
And a key on that seminar is we have a dog breeder trainer and we have a veterinarian. And so they can talk all aspects of it, from what fits in your home and lifestyle, as she was saying, but also being aware of getting your animal from the right situation, be it a breeder or a rescue, because it's a bad situation if you have a bad match. It's for both the human and the dog, and that's not fair to either.
Absolutely. You want to make sure you go somewhere that they care about making the right match.
Yeah.
And also canine fitness and conditioning exercises?
Yes, that's going to be fun. It will be fitness and conditioning that you could do just in your home to get your dog in shape. It's also important because it gets the dog's brains working. And if you have a tired dog, it's usually a dog who's had to use their brain. And everybody likes a tired dog.
Which is really important too with people's schedules, to make the most of the downtime that you have to spend some time with your animal.
Absolutely. I think everybody thinks they need to have this huge yard full of equipment to be able to tire their dog out, and it's not necessary. There's a lot you can do with your pet in your home.
Balls and rocks, that's all I need for my Jack Russell. We also have police dogs coming, and they'll be showing, in the classroom, they'll be showing some of the things that they're doing and talking about it and background and the training and such. But then they're also going to be in the Horse and Around show, Vermont's first dog and pony show, and they'll show some of the things as well. So, and we also have search and rescue. I mean, we have all kinds of horse and dog activities. We're just fired up.
What are some of the educational pieces that'll be offered for horses, Betsy? I know we have some pictures that you want to show.
Yeah, we have, well, I'm trying to think, we have so many of them, but
Right.
Shauna Koresh will be doing several. We'll have some on getting started in agility for horses, and that'll be after. We'll have the seminars. This was actually last year with the twisted tomato stuff when we had all the compost issues, explaining what happened,
Right.
letting people know. And What else do we have here? Kissing spines. That's something that's being diagnosed. We actually did a show on that earlier with my student that has a horse with that, and she'll be doing a presentation. So it's just going to be a variety. We'll have the nutrition, the training, frequently asked questions about equine nutrition and canine nutrition, two separate events, but so a lot of parallels.
And really a chance for people to actually ask and get their questions answered right there on the spot.
Yeah, in fact, we have train the trainer sessions. So we'll have, like Shauna, we'll have Aaron Longworth will be doing some Western clinic, so to speak, but then those two will also be in an event where they're asking train the trainer, where you just come in, you can ask whatever you want of these trainers of multi-disciplines. We'll have how to get your horses started driving. We'll have
there's one that's so you want to own your own barn. So you build or you renovate? That's always a big question.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at it, most horse owners buy or purchase an existing farm, and there's problems in any situation, but how do you work around it? How do you make sure that the facility is best for you? People usually underplan storage. They don't pay attention to ventilation and things like that. That can really affect the health of their horses.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Turnout and things like that as well.
And so before we run out of time, how can viewers get more information about the 2014 Everything Equine and Canine event?
Well, certainly they can go to the website at Champlain Valley Expo, which is cvexpo.org, or they can call 802-878-5545.
And let's talk a little bit about Sunday, too, for the dogs. Obedience and Rally, what is that?
Yep, Sunday we'll have an obedience and rally match. So it's basically looking at the competitive aspect of obedience. Rally is a slightly more
loose
obedience. It's really fun. You can get into it more easily. It's a little like a board game. You come up to a bunch of signs, you perform the exercise on the sign, and then obedience is your classic obedience, where the judge calls out the exercises, and it's a little more strict.
And we also did talk a little bit about the canine good citizen testing, but that's probably one of the more important aspects of folks who have dogs, maybe even larger breed dogs. If they want to socialize them, take the dogs with them on the road in different situations.
Absolutely. The CGC title on your dog that's offered by the AKC can be very helpful with people who want to rent or take their dog somewhere, like you said. And it's a 10-step test that has things like supervised separation, which is what I see as the hardest one for a lot of dogs. It's 3 minutes sitting with the evaluator and they can't whine or pull or stress over
my dog's out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's definitely the one we see in the class. That's a hard one to train the dogs through. And then on Sunday will be our advanced agility demonstration that's in the big arena as well.
So we'll have horse and. So the extreme trail for horses, training by Chris Lombard for beginners, and then dog agility.
Yes.
Different course.
Definitely different course. So what are some of the other, we're talking about education, but there's also the entertainment too.
Yeah, so we have the horse and around on Saturday night. We have the breed rows, as we were talking about, where folks can get their hands on and talk to the owners of both equine breeds, and we'll have a variety, including Icelandics and Morgans and such, and then the canine breeds. And then we have the extreme trail, that'll be Sunday morning. And it's just, we have so much activity going on there. When it's all said and done, I just take a deep breath and say, that was awesome.
Now last year, how many people did you have attend?
Well,
somewhere
around 4,000, I think. 4,000, 5,000. I'm never sure how you count crowds. But it's just a great thing because all the people come together and network.
Right.
I can't tell you how many people have said that they've met people because of that, and then they've been able to pursue whether it's riding, training, boarding, or whatever. And it's just a super way to get access to all types and styles of breeding, training, and this year, horses and dogs.
Right, which is great to have because, if you have questions, either you forget to call somebody to ask the question or you feel a little intimidated maybe to ask the question. This is a perfect forum to ask professionals one-on-one what's going on.
Or even to see, Ashley will be doing some demonstrations in the arena in between the horse activities, and then she's available to say, could my dog do this? Absolutely.
We definitely want to bring people in and let them know that their dogs can do agility, disc, and a lot of the different events offered are things that would fit for all dogs.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank you both for joining us today.
Thanks.
That's our program for today. I'm Judy Simpson. We'll see you again next time on Across the Fence.